This is actually an art piece that I had done in the past. What's up, y'all? Shalom, family. I'm about to attach some D-rings into my art frame. I believe this is my third DIY in my artistic journey, but let's get it, let's get it. I'm feeling inspired, let's go. In context, I have an art show that's coming up in about a week from now, right? And I had to attach D-rings on the back of my art frame so it can hang on the wall, right? D-rings right there, and D-ring right there. This is actually an art piece that I had done in the past. You know, I found the original artwork online and I refurbished it, drew it from scratch, added some color, and yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to this art piece, it's one of my favorites. It stands for Psalm chapter 133, verse 1. How beautiful and pleasant it is for God's people to dwell together in unity. The theme for the art show for this submission was called Unity. You feel me? So yeah. But like I said, scratch that, scratch that. We're about to put D-rings on my current frame, you know? Just had to give a little plug, you feel me? Now, first off, this is completely irrelevant to the D-rings, but I'm measuring the size of the frame so I know what size I should print my artwork. Manish on the beat, shebang. All right. So this is my art piece that I was just showing off, right? You see the D-rings, left, right? And on this one, I'm about to put them in the same positions, right? Now, when you're doing this, you want to angle the D-rings a little bit higher than halfway. So like when it's hanging from the sky, when it's hanging from the wall, it's not going to be shifting more so down, more so up. But if you put them a little bit higher, I would say about like, I'll just show you. So if you put them around right here, you know, about midway from the halfway point from the top, then it's going to hang perfectly straight so people don't have to be hurting their neck when they're looking at your piece, right? You feel me? So I'm about to do that right now. It's fairly simple. You just drilling, you know what I'm saying? Boom. You got to have your D-rings, right? With the screws, right? And then you're just going to put them in there, you know? I got my special handy dandy watch and learn. Very simple, but you know, sometimes we got to watch things. I had to watch things. All right, let's get it. All right, so I'm about to attach my first D-ring, you know what I'm saying? Put the screw through the hole, right? Just a little demonstration. Let it fall through right there, right? Then you're simply going to place your D-ring more so in the center right here, right? And then once you get them in there, right? Matter of fact, let me remember something. It's actually easier most times, I would say all the time, to put the screw into the driver and then just drill it in as you hold it still, right? So, about to go like that, right? You see my finger? Hopefully my finger ain't in the way, right? And then you put them in. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. And you put them in and you start drilling. Whoa there, buddy. And if you mess up, you can always go back into it, you know what I'm saying? Drill it out. Boom, just like that. Boom, just like that, right? There go one. Try to line them up perfectly, you know? And if they're not, you can always, you know, restart. Gotta measure my work, right? Make sure I'm straight. Just try your best to keep that straight, you know? Put your screw in once again. And you're drilling. Simple like that. Simple like that, baby. And really, it's simple just like that. I got D-ring 1 right here. I got D-ring 2 right here. And then you flip them over. And then voila. You feel me? Look at the detail, man. Look at the detail. Shout out to Hobby Lobby for the steal. You know what I mean? I ain't steal it, though. Them days of me is over with. You feel me? Yeah, man. And there go the scene right there. You feel me? There go my ghetto tripod stand. You know, I'm working on something, you know. And then, boom, yeah. You know, man, last night my dad asked me, do people in the art space realize how much work goes into, like, you know, the setup process of art? And I was like, honestly, no. And I was like, you know, a lot of artists may not be putting their artwork in the shows, you know what I'm saying? So they may not understand about how to hang something, how to have D-rings. They may not understand how the actual viewer is going to perceive their artwork, right? And I was also talking about how there's many artists who are afraid or may not have the language to talk about their work and explain it, you know what I'm saying? My dad was commending me for my explanation upon my art. Matter of fact, my art pieces are great, but my explanation is what really sells it. Literally, I sold an art piece based off my explanation tied to my actual skill, right? But there's a lot of artists who don't really understand how to, you know, articulate themselves in the way that they should, especially when it's about something that you created. Because anybody else is gonna, who else can explain your artwork better than you? You know what I'm saying? So if you're watching this video, I hope you learn how to hang some D-rings on your frames. I also hope this can inspire you to put your art into your local shows, even shows that aren't so local. And I also hope this video can inspire you to be more confident with the things that you put out into this world. Because who else is putting it out besides you. You know what I'm saying? God chose your hands to be the blessed hands that can create. So you need to utilize that to the best of your abilities. You can also get some monies off it. I'm telling you, man. But if you come across this video, shalom. All praise to the Most High. God bless the sons of Abraham. God bless the daughters of Sarah. And all I can do is hope that all my clips turn out to be clear. And I hope y'all can learn something from this video. All right. Shalom.